reiterate that. Public comment was at the beginning of the agenda. Those are 2 minutes. You can talk about anything that's even outside the agenda. This is a public hearing on 11B, and it's specifically for the consideration to adopt resolution number 18-63.
That's what I said.
All comments need to be directed towards the resolution itself. Go.
Ok, mi nombre es Enrique Barajas, tengo viviendo 40 años en Cudahy. En los largos 40 años de vivir aquí, conocí a niños que empezaron a usar marihuana. Y ahorita han escalado fuerte, que hay jóvenes que tienen 40 años que conozco yo, y no han trabajado un día en su vida. Si usted dice que la marihuana no tiene efectos, que no tiene efectos secundarios,
Ok, señor, por favor. Porque el comentario de público general fue en el comienzo de la agenda y eso ya se terminó. Ahorita, lo que estamos haciendo ahorita es un public hearing. El public hearing específicamente para la resolución número 1866. Son los comentarios tienen que estar específicamente, tienes preguntas de una sección de la resolución o tienes comentarios de algo de pero los comentarios públicos general ya se terminaron.
Ok. Quiero hacer una pregunta. Sí.
And what's the question?
El pueblo que está ahí, han sentados ahí para impuestos del pueblo si no queremos marihuana. ¿Qué les falta? ¿Les faltan pantalones para decir que no, no queremos marihuana? ¿Qué falta? Y como seres humanos y como políticos que nos representan en la ciudad de Cudahy.
Okay.
Es todo.
Gracias.
Yes.
Good evening, Mayor, council members. For clarity, I want to understand this is about the my name is Daniel Johnson. I've been moving out of Cudahy for 1.5 years now. I've been on the ground doing some work, and that's all I'm going to say about that, and it's positive. So I had a couple questions in regards to the resolution. I did hear that the resolution is to make sure that what was just previously implemented is competitive for the city. Right, I think that's the question I want to ask. Yes, to make sure it's competitive, meaning that if this resolution does pass, it's going to make sure that Cudahy does have the opportunity to compete with all local businesses in the area, whether it's manufacturing or dispensaries, correct?
No dispensaries.
No dispensaries, just manufacturing, as far as cultivation. Excuse me, I just want to make sure that's clear. Thank you.
Thank you. Next. Okay. Sorry. Council member.
So now it's for the adult use purposes for recreation.
Councilmember Sanchez, we're in the middle of a public hearing.
That's not what it is. Well, I'm seeing there's some confusion on the.
Whoa.
Cutting them off because they don't know what to.
All right. Sit your back. Councilmember Sanchez, if I recall, you didn't object to agenda item 9, which is the waiver of the full reading and resolutions and ordinances. So I voted for that. So you're contradicting yourself. So you have 2 minutes. All right, sorry. Who was that? That's your first warning.
Okay, not talking about me.
Right. One more outburst.
Hi, my name is Susie de Santiago, and I want to speak regarding the resolution that you plan on amending. When you first passed the first resolution, and you told us that it was only going to be for medicinal, the cultivation of medicinal marijuana. that that's all it was going to be. Even though I still opposed it back then, and I'm opposing it now too, that what you're trying to do is now include the adult use. Then what's gonna come after that? I understand right now we don't have dispensaries, but who knows? I mean, you keep changing it, and
Kids
it's
use.
still going to be there for 2 more years. And, you know, hopefully the new council, and I'm pretty sure the new council will not make any more amendments that's going to hurt this city, that they're looking for what's going to be benefiting the city. And I hope at this time, when you go to vote, that you vote against this resolution for the amendment of the adult use for marijuana. Because we don't need any type of marijuana, but please don't amend it, and if we can stop any more businesses from coming here, then that's fine. We don't need those type of businesses. There are other kinds of businesses that can be brought here. And if it's not for their benefit, if it's not business-wise, they can't compete with other businesses that are in marijuana, then that's fine. They should go look for another city that can host them, that can provide them with what they need, but not here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good evening. My name is Julie LaFond, and I would just like to echo what everyone here, your people have said. No to marijuana. You have a responsibility to the people that voted you into office. We hope that you take that into consideration. I also find very disrespectful for people to be playing on their cell phones while they're up there.
Again, keep it, this is a public hearing. Go ahead.
Yo pienso que aquí parecemos disco rayado, pero la verdad me imagino que toda la comunidad aquí no queremos marihuana. Saben el daño que está pasando en nuestra ciudad, no nomás aquí, en todo el país. En los 70 se aprobó el alcohol, en los años 60, 70, y cuántos han fallecido del alcoholismo, y ahora viene la droga, cuántos están muriendo en las drogas y están quedando locos. ¿A dónde quieren llegar? Cuando tú entraste aquí, Chris, que entraste gracias allá, Guerrero, tú dijiste, vamos a limpiar esta ciudad, vamos a tratar de que no haya droga, de que no haya esto. Hay videos de todo lo que tú dijiste. Y hoy, ¿qué estás haciendo, Chris? ¿Qué nos estás enseñando? Nosotros no queremos eso. En los parques, los niños chiquitos ya fumando marihuana, en la Paz, en la Santana, fumando un niño muy chiquito marihuana. Nosotros ahí de la Paz, del centro de padres salimos. Y vamos ahí al City Hall a preguntar qué pueden hacer. ¿Puede ir alguien a detener a ver este niño que ocupa ayuda? Nadie se presenta. Es un niño, un menor, en las escuelas, en la Ellen Ochoa, aquí está mi niña, 12 grados. Dice, mami, en los baños, en la escuela, usan droga, mami. ¿Cómo puede entrar droga a una escuela? ¿Cómo puede ser eso? Cuando mi hija vamos por la calle, es un olor, una peste, y mi hija huele a zorrillo. Dice, ay, mami, dice, huele horrible.
The kids are getting marijuana in the
Aquí todos
schools.
terminamos intoxicados. ¿A dónde vamos a parar, Chris? Es una ciudad pequeña, muy chica. En lugar de limpiarla, se está contaminando. Piensen algo del dinero que llega al Estado. Mira qué pueden hacer, cómo pueden distribuirlo. Bájense los sueldos, miren qué hacen. El encargado del administrador, ¿cuánto gana? Abran los ojos. ¿Qué nos están haciendo a nosotros como comunidad aquí? ¿Qué futuro les espera a nuestros hijos? No, Chris, por favor, pónganse a pensar a dónde vamos a llegar. 3 se van y ustedes 3 van a aprobar lo que ustedes quieran. ¿De qué seguimos hablando aquí nosotros?
Next. Closed. All right. Hearing. We're now going to open it up for council discussion. Councilmember Sanchez, you have.
Thank you. Before my time starts, I want to have a clarification from the city attorney. Can you please clarify whether if this resolution passes, can it be overturned by the new council members? And second thing, is there an ordinance amendment required, because this is an ordinance that was approved before my time?
With respect to the first question, because this is a resolution, the city council can come back and further consider this. This isn't an ordinance where it's freezing it in time.
Right.
With respect to, does it need to be an ordinance? It does not need to be codified in an ordinance. because what you're doing is essentially giving notes or comments, background on what you thought the intent was at the time that you approved the development agreements. What I would recommend is in the future, as the law continues to move, when we're trying to codify the state law, that we try and clarify this stuff and do a little bit of cleanup work, but it is not manual.
So there could be a change going forward, right? Okay,
You can start this.
yeah, thank you. So I want to start off with, when this resolution ordinance was being discussed, it was specifically only for medical purpose only. And that was throughout the whole history of this ordinance. It was supposed to be just for medical purpose only. And now, our last meeting, we're changing it to include adult use. So, you know, for the attorney here that specified that they're being second class, the applicants knew what they were getting themselves into when they applied. It was specific for medical purpose only. And now for us changing it, we're kind of handicapping the situation, because now we could have had development agreements that had adult use, medical use, dispensaries if you want to add in there. So what, to me, it's a slippery slope. If we amend it to include from medical to adult use, what's next? Dispensaries, what's next? Entertainment, because there's some out of the entertainment zone. So it's a slippery slope. So yeah, I just heard a yes. You know, I just heard a yes for entertainment. So, you know, what's it gonna be? So
Wow.
the good thing is, if this thing gets approved, it can get overturned at the next council meeting. So that's a good thing. So, Mr. Attorney, the council wanted and elected to just do medical purpose only. So if it's not clear for the applicants, medical use only, that's what we approved, that's what we're going forward. And also, I do have a question for you, Mr. Stephen DeVille, because I want to know if the ones that have already been approved, are there any default or out of compliance? So please hold on, I want to go through some other things. During the election, there was flyers out there that said, Cudahy has cannabis businesses, medical use only. And there was this green flyer, white flyer saying it was only for medical use, only medical use. And now we're doing adults. So no, that's not acceptable. I think we're not setting a good precedent going forward. So we should not even be considered this ordinance, because the applicants wanted clarification and they want to sell to recreational use to anybody. It's not acceptable. We set our laws, we set what we wanted, and we don't have to be dictated by the state of what they want. The city selected what? Wait a minute, we just want medical use, not adult use, and not medical, or just medical use. Just like the way we're saying, hey, we don't want dispensaries. Same way, the state says that we can have dispensaries, but the city does not want dispensaries.
They don't have to have them.
That's that. And I'm just going to turn it back to our Director of Finance, because there is guidelines there. There has to be in compliance, they have to be making their monthly payments, and if they're not, they're out of compliance. Get out of here. Go to another city.
I want to recognize Glenn Ward, who worked on development agreements and is familiar with.
Sorry, Stephen. And in the report, this is what it says. It says, under the direction of the city manager, the consulting team developed an application process, permit, eligibility criteria, developed standards, developed agreement terms and conditions. In consultation with the applicants, the city manager, consulting team negotiated the operational fees and community benefit program fees. There's no city staff worked on it. There's no nothing. It was all consulting. It was people outside of the city of Cudahy that negotiated this for us. It's not okay. It's not okay for me. So I'll be voting no on this item. Thank you.
It's a little too late.
The question I'm going to respond to, or the comment I'm going to respond to, comment with respect to the limitation on medicinal cannabis. Councilman Sanchez, you are correct that in June of 2017, I think, well, September of 2017, when ordinance 673 was adopted, the law at that time restricted medicinal cannabis operators to doing businesses with other M licensees. However, the ordinance 673 defined state law, and it didn't freeze it in time. What it did was it allowed for changes, future changes to take place. That occurred 3 months later, in January of 2018, when the state of California adopted regulations that allowed M operators to do business with A operators. So that language was carried over into the development agreement as the definition of state law. I was involved in the negotiations on the development agreements which took place between April of 2018
Folks,
to
I'll be back.
December of 2018. And